Hello everyone! Welcome back to my Ant Tribe Diary. Today, we're not discussing the daily lives of ants, but rather my experiences raising them. After nearly 47 days of raising ants, some tribes are still alive, while others have completely vanished. The trials and tribulations of this time have taught me a great deal and given me a deeper understanding of the ant world. Today, I'll share my successes and failures, exploring why some ant tribes thrive while others don't. Have you ever wondered if raising ants is as easy as the vendors claim? Why do so many tribes fail even after following the vendors' instructions? Today, I'll delve into my mistakes and share the valuable lessons I learned from them. Let's see how these tiny ants helped me get back on my feet. Let's begin with my first ant colony, Golden Turkish Ants. This was my first attempt at ant breeding, and it also marked my first failure. Initially, the ants seemed energetic, and the queen was very active. However, after just a few days, the colony began to deteriorate. Upon reflection, I discovered that one of the main reasons was poor feeding of the new queen. I mistakenly fed them sugar water, which is not suitable for this type of ant. The excessive sugar intake prevented the queen from reproducing properly, ultimately leading to the extinction of the colony. This failure made me realize that different ant species have different feeding requirements and cannot be generalized. The wrong feeding method and improper diet arrangement may quickly lead to the death of ants or even the collapse of the entire colony. Next up were the artisan harvester ants, which should be a suitable ant species for beginners. However, I ultimately killed them. The reason was simple: I didn't provide them with enough quiet space. In my eagerness to share their joy at home, I overly disturbed their rest. Once the ants arrived, I constantly disturbed them, and the queen, overly disturbed, ate her own eggs. To make matters worse, the high humidity caused the nest to mold, and ultimately, the entire colony of artisan harvester ants perished. This made me understand a very important truth: when ants first arrive home, they need to be given sufficient time to adapt to the environment and rest for a few days to avoid unnecessary stress and ensure that they can successfully establish their own homes. Then there were the tribes of Camponotus tauricus and Camponotus nicobarus. I repurchased these two tribes and, following the seller's advice, tried in vitro fertilization. Initially, they seemed to adapt well, but ultimately they died. The reason was that I hadn't chosen the right nesting sites, leading to their death from the damp conditions and waterlogging. Despite my best efforts to save them, I couldn't prevent their extinction. This experience made me realize that choosing the right nest is crucial for ants' survival. Even if the breeding method is correct, the choice of environment will directly affect the health and reproduction of ants. Currently, only the black gold Turkish Camponotus ants, the all gold Turkish Camponotus ants, the two-colored shield-breasted leafcutter ants, and the Iliad ant have survived. The black gold Turkish Camponotus ants have been in poor condition, and I haven't disturbed them, believing they need time to adapt. The golden Turkish Camponotus ants seem to be improving somewhat after relocating to a new nest, but they have also begun to exhibit bullying among their workers. The Iliad ant and the two-colored shield-breasted leafcutter ants are performing relatively well. The former uses a multi-queen system and reproduces quickly, while the latter are gentle and slow-moving, making them well-suited for beginners. The survival of these ant tribes has brought me some comfort and taught me a lot about ant husbandry. The reproduction of each tribe is not only a successful breeding process, but also a test of responsibility and patience. After over 40 days of ant breeding experience, I've gained a deeper understanding of the life patterns of ants. Ants are incredibly fragile, and even the slightest negligence can lead to their demise. Therefore, the arrival of each tribe fills me with hope, yet the prospect of their survival also fills me with anxiety. For beginners preparing to begin ant breeding, I have some advice. 1. Rest for a few days. It's best to rest newly purchased ants for a few days without frequent disturbance, giving them time to acclimate. 2. Feed appropriately. You can feed them mealworms and water, but avoid using sugar water. 3. Choose a suitable nest. Ensure the nest is suitable for the ants' needs, avoiding excessive humidity or an unsuitable environment. In the future, I'll continue to explore new ant tribes and share more insights and experiences on ant care with everyone. If you enjoy the microscopic world of ants as much as I do, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment to share your thoughts and suggestions. See you next time!